In the heart of Lagos, some nights hide more than shadows. Sandra hurried down the dark street, her heart beating a wild tattoo against her ribs. The dim glow of the streetlights did little to pierce the gloom, and the ones that were supposed to be comforting flickered like dying embers. Each drop of rain echoed the drumbeat of her heart. In the distance, thunder rumbled, a deep growl that sent shivers down her spine. She clutched her umbrella tighter, willing it to shield her from more than the rain. For weeks now, she'd felt eyes on her back, a sensation that turned her blood to ice water. But tonight, it was worse. Someone was following her, getting closer with every step. She quickened her pace, her footsteps echoing in the vast emptiness around her. Turning, she saw him, a stranger in the shadows. He was masked, his face hidden, his eyes like twin embers glowing in the darkness. And as he took a step toward her, her breath hitched in her throat. She'd always been careful, cautious, aware of her surroundings. Her mother had taught her well. But tonight, danger had found her, had stalked her out of the shadows. She could run, but where? The thought of spending the night in this downpour, exposed and alone, was terrifying. Yet the thought of staying in this god-forsaken place with this masked man was even worse. She ducked into a narrow alley, hoping to lose him. The stench of stale waste hit her, mingling with the earthy smell of the rain-soaked ground. The stranger followed, his footsteps echoing hers like a macabre dance. Her heart pounded against her ribs, a frantic drum solo in the orchestra of her fear. She couldn't outrun him. She couldn't hide. Was she about to be attacked, kidnapped? What would he do? His footsteps slowed, and for a moment, she dared to hope. But then, he stopped right outside the mouth of the alley. Time seemed to stretch, each second an eternity. Then he raised a hand. Slowly, she watched as he pulled something from his pocket. Her breath caught in her throat. Was it a weapon? Would he strike her down without a sound? Instead, he held up a wallet, a leather wallet with a picture of a smiling baby on it. Her wallet. Relief washed over her, so intense it almost buckled her knees. It was just her wallet. All this commotion over a lost wallet. She let out a shaky laugh, feeling like an actress in a poorly scripted movie. The man lowered his hand, and as the dim light from the street fell on his face, she gasped. It was Michael, the guy from next door, the one who always had a joke ready and a grin to match. He was known for his pranks, for being the neighborhood jester, and yet here he was, this harmless prankster, looking like a character straight out of a horror movie. She stared at him, speechless, her heart still pounding a wild rhythm against her ribs. Michael, she finally managed, her voice trembling. You scared me half to death. She shook her head, still laughing, but there was no humor in it. He grinned, his eyes twinkling with mischief. Better you find it than some thief, he said, gesturing to the wallet. Always keep your wallet close, Sandra. As he turned to leave, she called out. Wait, she said, and he paused. Why? She asked, her voice barely a whisper. Why did you do this? Why subject me to this terror, this cat and mouse game? He looked back, his grin fading, replaced by a hint of something else. Something darker. This is Lagos, he said, his voice low. Never let your guard down. And with that, he melted back into the shadows, leaving her alone in the flickering light with more questions than answers. She stared at the spot where he disappeared, her heart still racing, the echo of his words ringing in her ears. Never let your guard down. In Lagos, anything goes. Even your neighbor could be a monster in disguise. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more exciting stories from Africa. Until next time, stay safe, stay curious.